The Supreme Court ruled that states can count ballots that arrive after Election Day. The decision rejected a Republican-led attempt to end the practice in more than half of the states in the District of Columbia, where they allow grace periods for mail-in ballots if they're postmarked by Election Day.
While Arizona is not one of those states, today's high court action could have implications for Arizona voters.
We don't even know the full impact of today's rulings just yet, but Steve Nielsen joins us now to break down what happened today.
Well, yeah, I mean, what's interesting here is this big ruling really doesn't change anything in Arizona, but some say it will have an impact.
It was a clear ruling. If a state allows it, ballots can be accepted after Election Day as long as they were postmarked by Election Day.
I think the more that you talk about changes of laws or even testing changing laws, as was the case here, then the more voters will be confused.
Former Maricopa County Recorder Stephen Richards says here the ruling is irrelevant because state law requires ballots to arrive by 7 p.m. on Election Day, regardless of postage date.
But there's a lot that's swirling around out there that might have an impact on Arizona voters.
Some voters agreed that there could be confusion even if you vote in person.
I think the best thing to do is just to stay alert and know inform people about when their deadlines are so that they can get their vote heard.
And if you can't agree in the legislature or otherwise, it ends up in the courts.
The Supreme Court also said they would take up an Arizona election law in their next session. Right now, someone in our state can attest to being a U.S. citizen, but if they don't provide proof, they can vote in national races, but not state or local races. But if the SCOTUS affirmed the AZ law, they would need proof to vote in both national races and local ones. A similar law was struck down nearly 15 years ago.
So I think that our Republican majority state legislature and the Republican National Committee are thinking maybe with the composition change in the United States Supreme Court since 2013, maybe this will shake out a different way.
Now, importantly, SCOTUS won't take up that 2022 Arizona election law until next session, which would mean the earliest they could make a ruling on it would be next spring, well after Election Day. Reporting live, Steve Nielsen, Fox 10 News.